Let's do it.
Okay. What's today? Saturday? Oh, yeah. Okay. Happy Saturday, guys. This is Chris talking to the medias. I'm here with Amy Newman, and this is We Got Your Mail. It's the show where we take your comments, your questions, and concerns. We pick the ones that didn't make me cry and hurt my feelings, and we read them out here, and we respond to them. So, without further ado, let's just run right through these real fast, guys. What is the first question that we have today?
D.N.C. Greatness, in response to our happiest season movie review, said, "Great review. I gotta see this movie. I've heard it is really good. Was wondering, could you react to the angry grandma video, Grandma Destroys Walmart?"
He snuck in
I did do an angry grandma react, and I feel like I am still just emotionally recovering. But I will see what I can do. I cannot promise. I'm gonna have to talk that out with my therapist and see if I can handle it.
I see what you did there, D.N.C. I feel like you're an angry grandma hardcore fan. You're like, let me just sneak. I'm sure she gets a lot of requests on this video. Let me just check out this.
Great movie that I didn't watch yet, but won't.
Yeah, that movie was great. Grandma, please.
I will see what I can do. maybe I'll drag Eric in and see how he likes a little angry grandma. I feel like having someone else to
interesting
soften the blow.
There's more reactions coming up this week, guys. Stay tuned.
We got you. James, have we figured out how he pronounces his last name yet? Merlaut. I've been saying Merlaut, and I just want to make sure I'm saying people's names right. Especially since James is a member. Thank you for your support, James. James Merlaut says, Nana Su no Taizai. I'm sure I said that so correctly. So sorry. AKA The Seven Deadly Sins, an anime series for those who do not know. When it comes to Netflix and chill, it's not about watching some romantic comedy where the woman has to decide between two men and she chooses the man who sacrificed their entire lives to be with her. It's about watching something both people will enjoy. And since I either date girls who are into anime or girls who I get into anime is usually the best one to go with.
That was a question I posted about. What do you Netflix and chill to?
There you go.
I could not Netflix and chill to some anime. I could not.
Anime might not be my first pick. I get not going for like the rom-com. I get how that can feel a little
horror movies.
Ooh. Weird.
I mean, it just guarantees some contact. I'm just saying, that's my go-to. What you say you get not doing the rom-com? What's your go-to Netflix and chill?
I don't know if I have a go-to.
You're like, just that's
whatever's on, man.
We talked about that random button that Netflix is thinking about doing. I guess that's the thing.
I feel like the biggest rule is like entertaining enough, but not too entertaining. Like you don't want to get like kind of caught up watching or like kind of like laughing at the jokes. Like, that's I think the biggest.
See their head like break concentration and just start.
Hey.
Like over here. I'm like, oh, it's the best part. Okay, what's the next one?
Eftivan, I believe, in response to a Bill Burr reaction, said, "I learned a lot today. People can't say this nowadays because they don't listen, actually. I'm watching you for the first time and I like it. Love from Turkey." Thanks.
Turkey.
No, I don't. I get what you're saying. People sometimes don't listen. I feel like Bill Burr, just everybody's like spitting truths on the Bill Burr videos.
I think I've been to Turkey. I want to
say.
I might have passed through when I was working overseas. It might have been.
I can pretty definitively say I have not, but
if I remember correctly, it was Turkey that I went to when I got hurt and I had to go. I had to go to see a doctor. It was a hernia. And the doctor was like, we can operate now. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait till I get home. So I went.
It all felt like the setup for a joke, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't a joke. What's next?
We've been discussing Elliot Page playing Vanya on Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Jakk Frost said, not to me, if it's a true transgender issue and not a transgender issue.
Clever.
But if the woke left wants to remain consistent and not be hypocritical, then they'll want the role to be recast, since Vanya must be played by a lesbian woman, not a straight man. Just to clarify, I do believe Elliot Page is non-binary, but honestly, I don't watch Umbrella Academy, so this is an entire shot in the dark, because I know they have announced that they will still be playing that role. They will still be cast as Vanya. Would it be totally out of the realm of possibility that they're going to have Vanya be a transgender character? Would that work? I don't watch the show, so I don't want to make assumptions. I believe you do.
I would say it would be out of character, because that's not the way the character was written. And I remember that you and Eric talked about that a little bit, and I think you guys mentioned that it wouldn't bother you. That, I mean, it wouldn't bother me, but I'm a firm believer in, the actor is supposed to, be there for the character, and the character is not supposed to, do for the actor, because that's just how I feel about it. I'm okay. I want Elliot to keep playing that's all I cared about. I just want him to keep playing that character.
Yeah.
Vanya is am I saying it right, cis? A girl, and in season 1, it was dating a boy. In season 2, and I don't know if they did this for Elliot or not, but in season 2 showed interest in a woman. So I don't know if that was, but if they go as far as in season 3 to go, well, now I'm trans, then to me, I'm like, okay, well, now you're changing the story that you didn't originally write just to for one person, just for that one actor. But Elliot doesn't want that. She wants to continue playing Vanya the way it was written. He wants to continue playing Vanya the way it was written. But I would have, and then that's from him. Is what I'm saying. Now, I wouldn't.
No, and that's my biggest thing, because and again, I don't watch the show. My concern was, is this going to feel sort of like shoving someone essentially back in the closet of, like, you still have to present as female now to play this part? But at the end of the day, I mean, he's obviously very comfortable with who he is, and it seems like the show has been, the creative team for the show has been really open, like kind of open arms about this whole situation. So at the end of the day, that was my assumption of what they might do. But if he's comfortable just playing the character as written as a woman, then good for him. It's certainly not my place to be like, you can't do that. It was more just like I want this to be what makes him comfortable, but
I don't like people saying that because he identifies as a man now that he can't play. I don't like that, because I don't believe that he should be able to. I want him to keep playing Vanya, because it's perfect. It's perfect casting, and I love what he's done with the character so far. And Netflix has changed the credits. It doesn't say it says Elliot now. And I thought that was awesome. But if they decide to, because they've already written, I mean, the layout is already there from the graphic novels, and they've already written out the script for, they've already started production on season 3. But if they stop and go, well, now that Elliot is here, let's now change, then I would just have a problem with that, only because that was clearly not the direction that you were going to go with that character since season 1. You knew where it was going to end. And I just feel like that's not really what's done. I would say 9 times out of 10, that's not what, I'm sure for some actors it has been done.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a unique situation that we have not seen a lot of, but I also feel like at the end of the day, like it becomes an interesting discussion, and I think it is a discussion we should be open to of what, just sort of with transgender actors and non-binary actors of there aren't a ton of roles for written specifically to be non-binary characters. And hopefully that's something we start seeing shift and change. But what does that mean for non-binary actors?
I think,
does that mean they have to wait for a non-binary role to come up? Or if they're comfortable presenting,
you're right
and
about
playing,
that. I think that's what some
character in a more firm spot on the gender binary. Like, again, I think that becomes a comfort zone issue for the actor more than you can't.
And I agree. I think you're stepping into something that's really what I feel like with the people who have a problem with it. I think that's really what their problem with it is. Not that non-binary people or transgender people that are getting roles, but that non-binary or transgender characters are being made now. I think that's what a lot of people are trying to do, is try to fight against this. They try to say you're just a social justice warrior. When my response, well, you're just a keyboard warrior. You're just on your keyboard trying to be mad at everything. That's what you got. Those guys are really afraid of. You're afraid that there's going to become more LGBTQ community characters represented on screen now. Not that.
And at the end of the day, it's just like I don't think it makes me some insane woke lefty to just say this person is now living as their honest self and I will respect that.
Right.
That really just feels like bare minimum to me.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's not. I mean, like, if I wanted to default to the whole, that's their life. Mind your own business. Yeah. Let's let them be. Yeah. Let them be live and let live, dude. Like, all you haters, mind your own damn business. You want to live his life, pay his bills. How about that?
There you go. On a completely different page, Puppee, in response to the Noelle movie review, says, I just started watching this video, Noelle on Disney Plus, and I can tell I'm going to enjoy it. Update, just finished watching it. Awesome video. I love that.
I felt like maybe I should have put a space between that. Maybe I should have made that the last thing. Update. I'll remember to do that next time. But it's funny how, because I think I could see the edit in there. Like, I'm gonna watch this movie, and then an edit was there afterwards. So it was like maybe 2 hours later.
There's something so sweet about that.
Puppee came back.
I feel like I can't remember to text my friends back. Thank you for remembering to update us on this YouTube channel. It makes my day.
I don't understand why last year Noelle got so much heat. Now,
I missed that one. I will admit.
You gotta watch it this year. I don't know why or what it was. I know it's not the best Christmas movie ever made, but it was one of the best that I've seen. It was a fresh take on a Christmas story. Let's see, what's her name? Anna. Okay, now let's just be honest. Anna Kendrick is like my secret girlfriend. I love her. All right, so I'll just be honest. Full disclosure. Okay, so Noelle. This was one of the first originals that Disney Plus offered.
Right.
I
remember it coming out. I heard very, very mixed things about it. Didn't bother checking it out.
I loved it. I don't know what it was, and I'm gonna watch it. And I remember when I watched it, I said I'm gonna try to watch this every Christmas because I feel like I'm gonna add it to my must-watch. And I haven't watched it yet. This year.
You got time.
I got time. So before December's out, before the 25th, I'm gonna watch it again. For those of you who don't know, Kris Kringle's daughter is full of Christmas spirit and holiday fun, but wishes she could do something important like her beloved brother Nick, who will take over.
Are you reading that?
I'm reading it.
Weird.
I'm reading it right now. Who will take over?
Talk about a movie. Yeah. Kris Kringle's daughter is full of holiday fun.
You thought I was coming off the top with that?
Out of character.
Like, let me tell you real quick. Nick, so he's training to be Santa, right? And then,
that's how you'd explain it.
Yeah. So Nick is training to be Santa, but it's like failing miserably. When Nick is about to crumble like a gingerbread cookie from all the pressure, Noelle, Anna Kendrick's Miss Hotness, suggests that he take a break and get away to clear his head, but then he doesn't return. I don't know what it was about that whole plot. I loved it, and the whole fact that the Santa Claus is passed down through the children. It's like a lineage thing. It's like they're like what is that called? for like a royalty. What is that called? What is that? A monarch?
Lineage. I think you said it.
Is it a monarch? A lineage? But yeah, that's a
monarchy. Sure,
it's a monarchy. Yeah, the North Pole is a monarchy, and we're being ruled over by this family, and Anna is a princess that's gonna say, is now a Disney princess? Is Santa Claus?
We're gonna listen. The great news is this movie sounds great, but I don't need to watch it now. I've got the whole. Thank you for sharing.
Would the children of Santa Claus be considered royalty?
No, Chris.
Is Noelle a princess now?
I will not entertain this thought. Mike Silva
what's the next one?
Speaking of holiday viewing, Mike Silva said, "Watch the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's terrible." I have always meant to check that one out.
I don't want to. I feel like I'm gonna be upset when I see it, and I'm kind of happy just hearing everybody say how bad it is.
Oh, I want to know. Good suggestion, Mike. I might just do that. Kirann Kornat asked in response to Elliot Page, said, "One thing I don't understand, if they are defining as non-binary, why is Elliot being called a he? I don't know any non-binary people, so excuse my ignorance."
Now, the only reason I included this because I felt like she was genuinely asking. So
and that's the thing. I don't know. I can't speak for every person in your life, and to that I would add the caveat of like, don't treat, and I'm not saying you're doing this, Kirann. I'm saying generally, I think the only thing people take issue with is acting like, if you wouldn't ask it of a cisgendered person, don't ask it of a transgendered person. But I think just a genuine, honest question and confusion, like this is how we all learn, and I think that's wonderful.
Right.
And if I may, and please, if I do bungle any of this, please feel free to drop in the comments. I am also learning and growing with all this information. Yeah. As far as I understand it, Elliot Page identifies as non-binary, so that is their gender identity. They don't identify as male or female, non-binary. Their pronouns that they are comfortable with are he and they. So those things are not always.
And I think that's where the question comes in. But if you're non-binary, how can you even be a he?
I mean, at that point, it really does just come down to, and again, as far as I understand it, what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Some non-binary people, it feels more correct for them to exclusively use they, them pronouns. Some non-binary people say, I don't identify as male or female, but, he, him pronouns feel right to me. They don't bother me. They feel like that is something I can identify with. So at that point, it really is just a matter of personal preference. So, I think I understand that sometimes that can all feel a little like, wait, am I missing something? And at the end of the day, I would say, you don't know, ask somebody's pronouns. Nobody's ever going to be mad to just answer that question for you. And I appreciate the genuine question. And like I said, apologies if I did mess any of that up. But yeah, basically it's just recognizing that gender identity and pronoun preferences are not the same thing necessarily for people, not for everybody.
Yeah. And like I said, just like you said, and if there's anybody in the community who knows better than we do, feel free. I'm
by all means, I am not the expert. Yeah. I am not the person to be teaching. I'm just,
if you're in that community, let us know. Definitely, because I want to make sure that even in this episode, I made the mistake. I accidentally said the wrong thing, and when I saw that when Elliot made that announcement, I immediately. I'm not gonna. When I was a kid, maybe I would have joked or whatever, and like I'll say what I want to say. But as an adult, I'm like, no, I immediately, and because that's one of my favorite actors. Mm-hmm. But I immediately started going, okay, because it's their life, and that's what they want. It
costs nothing to just respect other people.
That's free. It's just mutual respect. I tell people all the time, you give me the same respect that you damn well want for yourself too. You know, that's that's why treat people the way
No,
you
and to that I say, like, I appreciate the genuine and respectful nature of that question. Thanks for asking.
Thanks for asking.
And sorry again, I'm probably not the perfect person to answer it, but I hope I answered it. Gavin, is it GavanDeathe or Death? I am not sure. Says,
we'll go with Death.
Okay, so we were discussing several steps to get here. We were discussing
that window. What was it? Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes, Recipe for Seduction. Thank you.
Mario Lopez.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, Lifetime original mini movie starring Mario Lopez as hot Colonel Sanders, because it's 2020 and that might as well happen.
Oxymoron.
And then we asked
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. And then we asked, what other fast food franchise would you like to see get the sexy Lifetime treatment? To which Gavin said a McDonald's movie is basically a kid-friendly version of it.
Yeah. That would,
but like, also imagine it like kind of sexy.
No,
because that
I will
for
not.
Seduction does not look like it's for the kiddos.
Oh, will not. Oh no, that's I think Burger King or Jack in the Box would be funnier. I think that would be funnier. Or Wendy's. But Arby's, McDonald's, ugh.
Arby's really doesn't. It would just be that hat.
Arby's would be no. The we got the meat jokes would be so funny.
Can we do? Oh God, who would that be? Wendy's, but it's the "Where's the beef" lady falling in love.
I love that. I used to love her. Where's the beef?
That's it. I think we've cracked the code. And bringing up the rear on the discussion, Joe Ryan also discussing Elliot Page's role of Vanya on the Umbrella Academy, says the role of Vanya should not change because of the actor's lifestyle change. Elliot Page is a professional actor and has been in many movies that I have enjoyed, and I add Umbrella Academy to the list. Elliot has been paid to act a part, keyword being act. An actor's personal life has nothing to do with a role in a fictional series or movie, and I would bet money that Elliot feels the same way.
And he does.
Like I said, to me, this just comes down to comfort zone. Yeah. It's Elliot Page's judgment call, not mine.
I was saying earlier, I just would feel like it would be forced that they would be if they would change the actor, because not to sound mean about it, where would it end? I mean, and this is a weak comparison, and I'm not equating the two. I'm just going to use this stupid example. Like if there was an actor who, if a guy was to grow a mustache, but the character he was playing was always clean shaven, and then he comes to work for the next season and it's like full beard, and the director's like, "What are you doing? Get in the dresser." And like, no, this is what I feel like the character should be. Now,
where is this analogy?
The analogy is very bad. It's probably insulting. So I'm sorry about that. I just feel like I feel like you're right. The analogy is bad, but I feel like I respect Elliot for doing well, and I want him to keep playing the character, but that doesn't mean that it's necessary for the character to go through. Now, if they decide to make a change and to make the character go through this through the same change, I'm fine with it, but be prepared for a lot of people to feel like this was you're going to hear that a lot. This was forced. It was forced.
I don't know.
It wasn't the direction that it was originally gonna go, and it's just gonna happen.
Who cares?
I mean, it's trivial, but
I don't know. I'm just also team like I think we should see more of that in our media. This happens to people that they figure this stuff out and they become comfortable expressing their gender, and why can't characters go through that same change? I'm not saying it's the choice they're going to make, or even maybe from a storytelling perspective, the choice they should make. I'm just saying, if the creative powers that be behind the show decided that was the right choice, why not?
If they decided that, yes, it's fine. if they disagreed, I also agree that's fine. Like from the writers point of view, if you wrote a movie or if you wrote something and you got a great actor to play, but then that actor in the middle of making or even after after making the first one and there's a sequel coming out, had a lifestyle change and was like, I want my character to have that same lifestyle change, and that's not how you wrote the character. Wouldn't you also have an objection to it? Wouldn't you have the right to object?
I think that depends on a lot of factors. At the end of the day, it sounds like they figured out the direction they want to go, as between Elliot Page and the creative team. And
I think
honestly, at the end of the day, too, they could not have fired him after this. Could you imagine how bad that would look?
No, but I think that's probably why in season 2, the Vanya character is either now gay or bi, because I feel like they were like, I'm not saying that Elliot got with the writers or the producer and was like, I'm thinking about making a lifestyle change or nothing like that. But I do believe that maybe they had a kind of a conversation that could. Would you have a problem with if my character at least went this direction, right? And they probably that's fine. That's fine. We can turn that love interest from a male to a female and make it a lesbian couple thing. That's fine. But maybe that's kind of what happened. I couldn't, or maybe that's for all I know, it's probably always meant to happen. For who knows.
Okay.
But I'm comfortable with it, and guys, the show is awesome. Elliot has always been awesome. So I think I said to you when this first,
I could have told you he was on it after until he made this announcement, but it makes me want to watch it more solely because I'm like, oh, you
need to watch this.
They're great, and I've heard good things about the show, and it was a definite tipping point of why did I not know they were on that?
Umbrella Academy is the answer to when Marvel decided to do their own thing with Disney Plus, and they took away all their Marvel Netflix shows and stuff. That's now cool. Netflix is going, well, we're gonna get this new comic book TV show, and we're gonna do great things. And this show is so weird. It's so awesome. You would love it.
There you go. Maybe I'll check it out.
You would love it. So guys, that's the show. That was We Got Your Mail. Got a little heavy there a couple times, but I hope didn't offend or anything like that. And I hope we got your questions answered appropriaply, you guys. I appreciate you guys for always submitting in and letting us know what you guys think. It's always awesome. You can find me. I'm Chris Fagan 1980, and Amy, where can they look you up to make sure that you're still out there sending that fun. Are you still? When are you gonna do another funny short with Eric on Instagram? Those sketches that you guys do. I love those.
Oh, I don't know. There's nothing on the books. I am currently in the process of dropping a new web series. Ooh. If anybody's interested in that kind of thing.
And where can they find that?
It is on my personal YouTube page. It's called Your Biggest Fan. If you follow me on Instagram at amy.n.newman or on Twitter at amy_n_newman, I post links to the premiere every week. If you like fun little rom-com-y sort of action.
There you go. I'm gonna try to buy the rights to it to make them a members exclusive. So then you'd have to pay.
Hey, if I get paid for it, then go for it.
If you like it, I love it. Well, that's the show, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend, and tomorrow check us out for We Got Your Vote. Later, guys.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or We Got Your Mail.